Ayy, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. And I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay,
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Mike 10. Come on, let's go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Number 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Check.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25.
That's good.
They'll get 34 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. By Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
First and goal from the 3. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. This will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Next the score, Panthers 7, Buccaneers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Everyone, Mike 20.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
40-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? You know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
8-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Check, check, check.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
At the 20-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Get the up, boys. Get the up.
From the gun, Huntley. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Huntley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd and 2. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Flush to his right. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out to the left here to Reed. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I got you. I got you. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
26.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to over.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Buccaneers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Huntley. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And it's third down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Winds up and lets it go for 6. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Huntley to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Huntley. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll return it from the 6. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
McCaffrey, incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, Huntley. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley, he's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 44.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, 44 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
Jason Myers.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second down, it's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Going deep this time for Miller. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
It's taken to the 26. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, crackers, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup and let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On first down, Huntley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Today's final
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Drip, little bit. Let me feel my little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rock it. So much stress on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit.